Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Ward. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. To throw, here's Ward. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw is Ward. The slant connects with Davante Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Titans are on the board first here in Vegas. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. He's going to have those kind of outings in year one. But the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A give out of the gun to Genty. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, that's where we don't call him rookie anymore. We're moving like the veteran and continue from there.
Credit the tackle to Samuel Womack. The Raiders at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Back to throw again. He'll get this out to Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10.
Smash! Come on.
Play action now. Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Here we go, check.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. That's complete to DK. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Okay, break.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Let's go.
Throwing is Ward. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
60 by.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Myers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Ward. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Third and 12. Throwing now, Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And here's Matt Ariza now. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Bravo, lady. Go.
They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That's another.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Titans 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
24 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go again with Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Pollard gets it off the option. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To throw, here's Ward. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Once again, it's Genty. And he stopped immediately there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Tennessee offense set to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Running right, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Ward. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Now the first carry here for the running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ward to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 14-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
To throw is Ward. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 yards for number 11.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Puna Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Third down and 17.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
10 at the 13-yard line.
On the give, Genty. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Carlson able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes guys on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down. First and 10.
Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready, go.
Throwing now, Ward. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Here we go. Roll.
They'll run with Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Pollard one more time. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Here's Ward. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Raiders are going to have the football at their... own 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Right back to Genty on first down. Now he's into the clear again. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Ward. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down. It's a gain of 32. First down, Tennessee.
Ready, go. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's dumped off to Pollard. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard.
Now Ward on fourth down. That is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
First down.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
Ready. Gotta be live.
From the gun, here's Ward. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Second and 3 at the 4-yard line.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
19, Sergeant.
Again, it's Ward. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Going for it, here's Ward. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was